fourth game of the day of the night. And we are moving on to dry here. Next challenger for Team Marko is gonna be Mr. Top Shagger, Mr. Luke Sandstorm himself, who's gonna be in red. I am gonna call him Luke throughout the entire game because Sandstorm is a little bit too much on the tongue to pronounce, especially when you're in queue. Are you in queue? Fuck's sake, Steve. Sorry, Revo. When you're commentating, yes. So Luke against Marsh here. Luke saying that he hates ABA. So Marsh gonna do him a favor and go Soviets. We're on dry heat. It is Marsh's map pick. So we got a bounty out for Marsh at the moment. So if Marsh 4-0s Luke, if he clean sweeps Luke, he will win a measly $30 from Mr. Turbo, the sponsor himself, who is in chat, by the way. Where is this miner going? Wait, okay. So FC ready out for Luke. Yeah, you do have to micro your miner here down towards the top left hand side just to get a good refinery out. So Marsh completely doing that, and Luke going 0 is gonna apply some pressure onto Marsh here. Good sentry gun out. Does he have a flak ready? Nice build from Luke down the cliff. Nice build from Marsh as well. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck that miner was going. So pretty standard and very nice build here from both players. Marsh looking to build towards the other side as well with that war factory. Second war as well. 3 miners for Marsh. We got 4 for Luke. This might be our last game of the our last matchup for the night actually. Oh, I totally forgot to take a break to do my laundry. Shit. Why are you fucking Santa, Steve? Come on. Santa's a grown man. He can fuck whoever he wants. So got some paradrop action here for Luke as well. Just setting the standards there on where he should go. The pathing from the rhinos are pretty bad, but he does save it in time. No Deso, no radar out yet from Marsh. Nice dodge there with that flak. There you go, there's the radar. This is RA2. Just throw them inside out. They're already in the wash. I just need to put them out to dry. Let's take a little split as well from Luke. Desos are now out. Got a third war here coming out from Luke. The single rocket to the top right does get defeated by that flag. And the pathing screwing up once again here from Marsh. Luke sniping a couple rhinos there. Right around the back. Deso is here. He's gonna try and take out, but the Deso does get deployed in time for this. Still the 5 miners from Luke. Gems are depleted. They are gonna go on to gold now. Better to not film, yeah. It's okay, I can wait. Oh, nice engagement there from Luke. Forces the Deso to come out as well. And the Harris do take care of that Deso. Look at Luke as well. Moving the MCB towards the right. Marsh goes for a third wall. And a defensive paradrop in for Luke as well. This is why I love Luke. His ally gameplay is very thoughtful and very well executed. Defensive paradrops after moving the MCBs or etc, etc. Very, very well thought out. Not just a two-dimensional, one-dimensional gameplay. Nice. Snipe the flak. Shut up, Beta. Oh, and now the engagement goes in. The flag has been targeted first. It's pretty even there with the Rocketeers, but I think Marsh might have this one simply because of the Rhino numbers. And indeed, he does have the advantage there with the stronger Rhinos. And Marsh breaks his way through the defenses into Luke's base. Predictions are open, boys, if you want to vote up. Predictions will be closed after the second game. And there you go, Luke calls GG. And that's 3 lives now for Mr. Lukey. Still that 1 life needed. 1 life left for Marsh though. So all Luke needs is 1 win, but it is not going to be in this game. Oh, 5 lives? Should be 4. Sorry. Gonna pick a chocolate out, so don't mind me munching for a little bit.
Tech building captured.
I just realized I haven't had my dinner, so goddamn. Alright, divide freeze over. Alright, divide freeze over, and it's gonna be an AVA. This is Lukey's map pick. Shut up, y'all. AVA. AVAs are fun. If you don't enjoy an AVA, you're not a true enjoyer. My soundboard is not working at the moment. And that is also not a number, legend. Alright, so Marsh starting on top right this time. He does go for the risky gems first, or the dangerous gem first. Why is nothing coming up? Oh no, because there's nothing. There's no sound alert for that. I forgot. Yes, I bet. Sorry, hold on. The risky gems means the oh, low power? Yep. Risky gems means that you take the gems that are far forward, more dangerous, rather than the one at the back. It's not that the gems are risky, it's that the positioning of the gems are risky. Oh, shut up, you lot. You're gonna abuse that shit, man. Gonna have to turn it off. Alright, so there you go. Luke putting up some pressure there on top left. It's gonna force the miner to retreat back. No, it's dangerous because it's unprotected and a lot further up forward. That's all it is. By the way, before all of you knew that Connor was beta, do you remember the show matches that this Connor guy used to do? Didn't Connor play like fucking water at one point? It was basically sandbagging. I don't think any money was put up for it. If it is, it was kind of bad. I remember Connor playing water on Matt's stream or something like that. That is not you? Oh, shut up. So got 2 more factories for Lukey here. Steve? Not Steve. Marsh. Having a lab out. Looks like Marsh did micro that miner back to the top left side. Still no lab out from Luke. Actually, I'm not sure whether Luke liked to play with the lab. Shut up! Yeah, unfollow me if you want, Connor. I don't give a shit. I've rarely seen Luke actually play with a... Okay, never mind. There's a lab. I was about to say, I've rarely seen Luke play with a battle lab out. Oh, excuse me. He often likes to go mass grizz instead of going lab.
Go.
Hey, there you go. There's Latof.
Go.
So got some rockets out, got some grizz. Both players not really taking the traditional AVA routes. Ah! So they are gonna build up an army here before pushing forward. Honestly, not very much different to an SVS in this case. It looks like Marsh is gonna be the one aggressing here onto Lukey. Luke needs some defensive, some Patriot missiles work well here.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck's sake, y'all. Yeah, Luke probably needs some Patriot missiles instead of defense. He goes with a Chronosphere. Got some Paratops walking in as well. Miner does get sniped here. The lab goes down from the Rocketeers, and now Luke goes in. But Marsh does have the high number of Mirages in this case. And Mirages are way better than Grizzlies. So Marsh does win that engagement. Rip indeed. And only a couple of IVs left here for Luke. One being veteran. It's gonna try and do some damage maybe, or pushing back around through. Stop abusing that shit, man.
Go in your room.
Oh, there you go. Rogers, reinforcements coming in. And there you go. There's the GG from Luke. In an instant, Luke is now down to 2 lives. GG. Of course I'm mad. You know, people think I look very old for my age. In fact, I had some Japanese colleagues that I just asked them, well, how old do you think I am? And I told them I'm 23, their reactions were like, huh? I mean, that's the typical Japanese reaction, but people think I'm 28, married with 2 kids. 48, yes. I am 23 years old. Whenever the word 23 comes out, I instantly think of Marko. 23,000. Because of my infinite wisdom, sure. Sure. Was Marko raging I'm at? 43,000. I am still a boy, yes. Boy. He just look younger. 99. I am the last generation of the 19th century. Well, Asians look younger, but I'm Asian and I look older, so. I think me, Legend, Zed are all the same age. I forgot who else is 23. 20th century, yes, thank you. Yeah, I think Nick is the oldest. He's like 40 plus. So he's technically the oldest in the community. $42, yeah, there you go. I swapped them around because I kind of messed up the coloring, so I just swapped them per game. Doesn't matter though. If you want to see the teams, you can type in YR Discord and look under the Showdown section. So got a pretty decent build here from Marsh. Luke going a little bit more traditional. This is original hack. This is not hack LE. Because I think RA2 is gonna be... Oh, you're 44! You're 55, okay! Okay, we got some older people here, Neek. Fuck you. Neek, you're not old anymore. We got way older people here. Double war from Luke. It's also kind of heartwarming to know that there are older people in my chat. We are old, yes. So what though, I may be 23, but I'm more of a man than Matt is. Aha. Lukey moving his MCV. We got some rockets and grizzlies here. Ready for Mr. Marsh. I think it's actually 66. Still hunting Beavis? Why is that so stupidly funny? 5 a.m. Yes. I don't use Matt as my bar. Matt is my bar. Secret MCV move. So we're gonna move it here. Yeah, there you go. Or down towards the middle. Okay. Marsh moves into be down towards the middle. Double war. And solidifies that middle position here with a bunch of paradrops. I don't know if going for middle is worth it. Usually players expand to the wrestlers before moving because these are not gems. So it might be a little bit different. But the looks like Luke is gonna be the first one to go on to the gems. Or prefires that as well with the lab for Luke. Cheeky little IV, I wonder if a spy is on the way. But it seems like Luke wants to contest this middle position here. IVs are in play, tons of Rocketeers here for Marsh. Berg! And the Rocketeers still running rampant here. Marsh making his way forward down towards the south end of Equities is over. And he seems to be doing quite a bit of damage here. It's running into some eco problems. But it's pretty okay at the moment. With some miners in the middle, those 4 miners will eat up the middle gold pretty quickly. But Luke responding back with some fierce mirages. We're not seeing a lab out of... Okay, there's a lab. If Mark doesn't transition to a lab a lot earlier, he might get done out by the mirages here. But he saved himself, currently. But he's in a little bit of a trouble here again. Marsh only has 1 life left. So Luke only needs 1 win out of Marsh to eliminate him. And Luke seems to be doing that right now. Look at him with the mirages. That early lab might have been a trick here. Elite IV coming out as well. Yeah, it is to deter players from rushing mid. And the Elite IV doing the majority of the work here. Got a paradrop around the back as well. Gonna take out that war factory. Luke absolutely putting it up to gear number 6. Wanting to take out Marsh here. And the tons of mirages for him. The early lab play did work out. And that is why you don't play an AVA. When your opponent goes lab, you need to go lab unless you have a fuck ton of Grizzlies, which Marsh did not have. And he is absolutely paying for it. Only a power plant and a refinery is left, but Marsh is gonna play it down to the wire. Luke can now just chill back, relax, and garner up a huge army to do the rest of the work here. But it looks like Marsh currently is on his way to elimination. The Shagger has shagged. Alright, there we go. There's the well played from Marsh, and Marsh gets defeated. Luke surviving with only 2 lives.
Hello, motherfucker.
GG, boys. Alright, boys, let's go. The next contender is here. And Sander is here as well. Was the bully FC Matt? I wish I can put my hands on him. The one day I come to England and meet Matt will be the one day that Matt will realize don't fuck with me anymore. Because he is like 5'10" and I'm like 6'2", sorry. A lot bigger than him and he can't bully me anymore. Alright, let's go, Tubac. And we got Mikoz against Luke. Predictions are up if you want to vote. Luke is on 2 lives. And Mikoz is on a full, fresh 4 lives. So we are going to be on Tubac here. Originally, Mikoz picked 2 other maps. He picked Cellular and Divide and Conquer. Maps that are not notorious. Divide and Conquer notoriously horrible for Elites. Cellular, okay for Elites, but I don't think Shagger knows the map. Shagger as in Luke. So, he immediately pulled out his 2 vetoes. How many times have Mikoz sells MCV? Yes, that's the answer. So obviously, we haven't seen Mikoz play in a very long time. But Mikoz, the notorious dog, notoriously known for selling his MCV on 4 war factories. His strengths are tank control and being able to make some good decisions by knowing when to sell his MCV. And he does really well on small maps. Tubac, a relatively small map. He does have a chance to sell his MCV here, but he'll need refiners in good positions before he can sell that. But we're seeing Luke actually putting out the pressure onto Mikoz straight away. Just the 1 miner from the war factory, and he's gonna pressure up and try to snap a miner or 2 probably. So that forced Mikoz to pull the miner all the way back towards the end. And Luke's gonna kill the rest of the gems nicely. BM for sure. But yeah, Mikoz, if he wants to sell his MCV, he'll have to at least get a refinery by this gold patch before selling. If not, he will be quite broke by the end of it. So we've got our top shagger here, Mr. Luke, moving his MCV towards the middle, grabbing some gems, and more importantly, some map control in towards the middle if he gets a Ford War Factory there.
Go in your room.
Oh, why is everyone timing out everyone, man?
Go.
There you go. Power drop on the gold quite nicely. Yeah, I'm liking this pressure from Luke. If you can keep out the pressure, it'll stop Mikoz from being able to expand. And that's gonna slow his eco down quite a bit. Quite a bit. Nice little split from Luke there. I think that's actually bad pathing from the grids instead of a split. That's definitely bad pathing, not a split at all. Defensive power drop as well. Mikoz looking to get Luke out of his base here. Eliminates that power drop pretty quickly. Luke on the back of that still, he does make a couple of refineries, so he is catching up on the miners. So getting this ore right up front, which means that he can retreat to a much safer place to grab the rest of the gold, which is going to help him quite dearly here. Couple rockets along the top, probably going to go around the back. Mikoz still on 1 war factory, and Luke now getting a lab out, so we might see a spy or even a Tanya coming out soon. That is definitely a spy. Going to go into that IFV. There you go, waypointed. Mirages are on the way as well. So the back war factory definitely gonna get targeted. Definitely gonna get targeted here. Yeah, this build is really interesting to say the least. Whether it's useful is yet to be seen. But what it can do is that if you can get the gold in the middle, the back gold where it's a lot safer can be easily mined out now. Look at Mikoz pushing all the way towards the forward end here. Got a spire on the back which will definitely go in. Luke gonna go on the retreat here, forcing the sell the MCV. The spy is not waypointed. Go in, spy. Spy. And there you go, the spy does go in. Building infiltrated, so Mikoz now on a ticking timer. He needs to push in to do some damage here before he can get a good number of veteran grizzlies up. He also sold...
Go.
He also sold the lab as well, because obviously you don't want to be making vet mirages, you rather be making vet grizzlies. He also has 6k in the bank, but nothing coming out of Warfare so far. Okay, there you go. So we got some grizzlies coming out now. It's waypointed, however, so he'll need to be worried about that. Mikoz out tanking Luke as well. But the mirages are there. Mirages do some really good damage onto rhinos. So Mikoz has to expand onto that left side, so his eco is going to be catching up pretty soon. So Mikoz maybe giving Luke a little bit too much space here. Rhinos are not that damaged. Got a second war out for Mikoz with a Deso as well. Yeah, the miners are AFK. He still has okay eco. Hopefully he realizes that the miners are AFK at the moment. Because moving his MC once again. No cell this time. Fire shot around the back. There you go, the miners are finally mining, except for one. So now Luke has a good number of veteran grizzlies up. I don't know whether it was on purpose and Mikoz did that. Fire shot around the back does force the cell on the war factory. We've got drones coming in now for Luke as well, for Mikoz, sorry. He's gonna target the MCV, probably. He's not gonna get it out in time. But it does force him to pull back. It gives him an opportunity to push forward and gain some map control back. One miner still AFK for Luke. And the Harris missing their shot there. Cheeky little pillbox in front. If it comes out to a trade, this might help him. Because now a good number of rhinos is gonna cut through the middle here. But the Desos are right there and he's stuck behind the wall. Good Deso bomb there out of Mikoz, and now he can try and push and do some damage. He's definitely gonna target the war factory first. But the veteran grizzlies are still there. But is it enough? It looks to be enough. War factory goes down. Luke finally goes in for the kill. Does the vet grizzlies hold up? It does. Gubs up with an elite. Does Mikoz have anything back in base? No, but he does have a paradraw that he needs to deal with. He's gonna go for the trade. Is he gonna go for the trade? Maybe not. The Rocketeers are gonna go for the trade. That's for sure. And Mikoz is going in here down to the bottom. Another elite coming out. Another elite coming out. Two elites now. And the Rocketeers not managing to get rid of that war factory. Luke still has a pillbox in the middle and one power plant. That is all that he has left. Couple of mirages down to his bottom, including one elite. And Mikoz now running into some major eco issues. He's gonna have to micro his miners. Luke needs to be on the aggressive here. He can't sit back because the longer the game goes, the better it's gonna be. Should actually pull in the miners for fodder as well. But the one thing he needs to worry about here is death. So many elites here for Luke! 3 elite grizzlies. The elite Mirage unfortunately did go down, but the war factory is gonna go down next for sure because with AK in the back did not repair the war factory at all.
Go.
He regained the eco, but now with 4 elites, that's what's gonna be pretty much useless here. Oh my god, what a comeback from Luke and what a throw from Mikoz. Why did he give Luke so much space to build with those veterans? And he needs to stop those drones from being produced. That's the one thing he needs to do here. Any lost grizzlies is a lost cause to the entire game. He cannot lose those grizzlies. Because now going broke. Oh, one grizzly gets drawn. The second grizzly does survive. 3 grizzlies left. 1 drone goes down. Got more drones incoming here. The miners are back to work. Oh no, another grizzly goes down. I was trying to go back to that service depot, but I don't think it's gonna get there in time. No, it does not. He can tank it now with those 2 drones. It's okay. Oh boy, look at this. Tech depot coming into for the clutch. Use the miners. It's fodder. There you go. Obviously, the miners can't chrono anywhere, so they are susceptible to drones. Oh, another grizzly going down there. Showdown drone. Run away with that drone. The grizzly. Looks still running away, and the last grizzly does get drone, so that's gonna be GG. What a game. Best game of the night so far. Holy shit. Now Luke down to 1 life left. Rip. Peroni. Alright, predictions closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're gone. Predictions are closed. Let's go for Tiburon next. The third time I'm seeing Tiburon today. Popular map. Luke staying as Allied as per usual. Mikoz staying as Soviet as per usual. So we've got a Soviet main versus an Allied main. Pure Soviet versus pure Allied. This will be interesting to say the least. First map on Tubac went really all the way through. Down to the last unit and last building for Luke. But Mikoz did clutch it out with the drones. Hashtag OP units. Let's see how he does in Tiburon. So Mikoz is going to move his MCV after the first war factory. Looking to build down the hill. AFCR for Luke. So Mikoz sending a miner down towards the bottom right. Not sure why he needs to do that. Yeah. And immediately pulling back and pulling back that MCV. So that's a lot of time wasted for Mikoz. Luke coming in again with the very early pressure. One singular drone there. Will be the downfall. Might be the downfall for Mikoz. Luke pushing up forward from gem patch to gem patch. That's nice to see here, this aggression from Luke onto Mikoz. So a lot of time wasted there from Mikoz. He moved down his MCV, predicting or anticipating a much slower game. But Luke wants this done really quickly. So Mikoz forced to pull back with that MCV that cancel any building that he made, and he needs to start rebuilding it once again. Luke already on with that second miner. Second refinery on that second gem patch. Fire drop around the back, and still a couple of grizzlies building forward or preparing to push forward here. Might be a two-pronged attack. Might be that Luke keeping Mikoz into his own base just to stop him from getting any good eco. In comes that paradrop now. Does not get deployed, but the split as well comes in from Luke. Oh, he goes with a two-pronged attack, and it does work. Mikoz sends 2 rhinos along the top, but the sentry guns are there for Mikoz, and that's gonna allow him to defend really nicely there. Good defensive work from Mikoz, even though he did get debated along the top there with the paradrop. The defensive sentry guns did work in his favor. Now Luke pushing on to that other gold patch. I'm anticipating another MCV move, possibly even here towards the other gem patch. The harder he pushes in, the more pressure he keeps on, the more Mikoz will stay in his own base. So that's gonna deny a lot of eco from him. Only 3 gold patches, only 2 now left. Nice use of the Harris as well to get some damage in. Where's the MCV move? Come on, let's move your MCV, Luke. Defensive power drop again, so yeah, very, very dominant map control here from Luke. 2 more factories up as well. Dominant map control as well. Keep under pressure. Stop the Soviet from getting extremely rich with the eco down towards the bottom and along the top as well. Very, very nice play from Luke. And Mikoz seems to be constipated? No, compensating now with some refineries to get some miners out. Obviously because he cannot stop the rhino production in this case. But look at Luke wanting to take that fight. He does outtank Mikoz, but those are rhinos against grizzlies. The one thing you don't want to do here is get a little bit too confident And Mikoz is gonna use this opportunity to move that MCV. Will it be a bad choice for him? Let's see. Now Luke can take the fight against Mikoz with a good number of grizzlies there. Pedro coming around the back. And down he goes, takes out a refinery. I don't like how Luke is giving Mikoz a little bit too much space to rebuild, as his eco is going down the drain. Giving him space to build here also gives him space to build sentry guns, which is the one thing that stopped Luke from pushing forward when earlier on in the game. So he needs to start pushing in or start pressing a little bit here. We're not seeing any splits from Mikoz because Luke has been confining him to his own base really nicely. But the one thing Luke doesn't want to come up against is the sentry guns, so the longer that he waits, the worse it's gonna be for him. Those GIs can do quite some damage onto the sentry guns though. We're not seeing that many Rocketeers as well from Luke. He is running into some eco problems. Obviously keeping up that pressure is not good for your eco, because using this opportunity to try and maybe bust out. Got a radar here, so forward racks coming up pretty soon. Luke's still running into some eco issues. Finally gets the refinery up by the other gold patch. There's our forward barracks. And those are the desos. So Flax is getting sniped here, but it's gonna be pretty much useless if Luke doesn't have any Rocketeers. I suppose it can be helpful for the Paradox as well. There we go, there's the exact reason why I don't like that Luke is giving Mikoz a little bit too much space to work with. But there's a Paratrap around the back. Mikoz constantly sending miners to go and deal with those Paradrops, which means that more time wasted there. Looks like we have a lab coming up for Luke, and the Rocketeers are finally getting into production. Mikoz is gonna escort his MCV down towards the other gold patch, and Luke is splitting down towards the top. Looks like he's going for drones to defend here, but they're primed at the wrong war factory. Oh no, Luke's gonna have to take out those two war factories before they can get primed. Takes out the barracks as well for the desos. It looks like everything top right is completely out for Mikoz. Oh, but Luke lacks a concentration. Can definitely take those rhinos out. Yep, there you go. And the war factory does get sold. So very good split there from Luke. A little bit of lapse on concentration there, because the Grizzlies were standing still. But nonetheless, a very good split. In comes the Deso Bomb here. Oh, huge Deso Bomb from Mikoz. Getting rid of all of the Mirages from Luke, because Luke's too busy with another engagement elsewhere.
Go in your room.
Insane Deso Bomb there from Mikoz. Now Luke's gonna go towards the other side of the river for another gem patch. Oh, what a Deso Bomb there. It's gonna try and attempt another one here. Oh, and the delay. Not helping him at all, but it still gets quite a number of Mirages. Mikoz so far on point with those Deso Bombs, and another Deso getting deployed there. While the Rhinos and Grizzlies go at it, but Mikoz on the losing end of the Rhino battle. Another Deso coming forward here, and another Deso going down. Maybe it's time that Luke stop building Mirages, because Mikoz is so on point with those Deso Bombs. But at this stage, when he has Mikoz cornered, there's no better time for those Mirages than now. Look at the control as well, not moving with those Mirages.
Go in your room.
Got shagged. MCV forces itself. Got some more Dazzles coming in here. But we have an elite Grizzly on the field as well. And there you go. Mikoz called GG. What a game here, boys. What a fucking game. And that's gonna be Mikoz down to 3 lives now. Oh my god. Not 5, 3. Sorry. Play this and here we go. They're pilots. Alright, next map, half more traveled. Oh my god, this matchup so far has been the matchup of the tournament. Insanely close games, insanely entertaining games from both Luke and Mikoz there. Absolutely amazing. So let's see, half more traveled. Luke going front. The man does not dare to touch a Soviet faction or does not ever want to come near the disgust of a Soviet faction, according to his own words. So we are gonna see a France here. We saw Marsh France on Pathmore traveled against Zane.
Go in your room.
And that was...
Go.
And that was quite a game. Quite a game indeed. Super useful game. Super entertaining as well. So Marsh basically went really forward with that war factory, just like what Luke is doing now. Got some good map control, went AFC immediately. And I think Zane at that point just took a little bit too much time to push in and pressure up with the rhinos and conscripts. 2 engineers? Question mark? 1 for a flak. 1 for the little bird who sings down the drain. Or down the lane, whatever the fuck it is. So 1 goes into a flak, 1 goes into the paradrop. Luke is trying to pressure up once again here to no avail. And Luke does spot that flak pretty early on. Does get targeted. And that flag is gonna go for the oil. Mikoz, sorry, Luke not on gems as well. And the engineer does not go through, but towards the middle though, Luke, his forces go down the drain into the lake. There you go, he's finally on gems. Mikoz both on gems quite nicely. Third refinery is finally up as well. Luke getting a third miner up on gems. And the AFC is finally out. Oh, rogue miner from Mikoz down towards the middle, but he stood his ground. The cannon is in the works here. So Mikoz doesn't want to get too close, but he does want to get up close whenever it's engaging. Double war, just a 1 war for Luke, double for Mikoz. And the barracks walk is on its way, and there's the cannon. Mikoz going with another NG flag down to his bottom left. I would not think of Mikoz for 1-2 NG, but he is gonna do it, and he does get it. And at the same time, the paradrops and a couple of rhinos go towards the top as well. Luke is he gonna be able to overwhelm those rhinos? He is, but he does lose an oil in the making towards the top left. Very nice push there from Mikoz. Three-dimensional push there. Now Luke needs to recapture that oil down towards the bottom left as well. Luke now looking to counter press down towards the middle, waiting for his GIs. They're finding out towards the middle for gems. Mikoz sending in the miners, but not sending the rhinos in afterwards. And now Luke can just click on those rhinos. And there's a cannon right up front. Definitely gonna target their oil first and foremost. Or target the sentry gun, but Mikoz goes GG. And Mikoz now down to 2 lives from Luke. What a showing, what a game, what a match. GG. Alright, let's go.
Go in your room.
Triple timeout, okay.
Go.
Tech building captured.
Alright, here we are. Divide freezes over for the third time. Not in a row.
Go in your room.
Quadruple timeout. Okay.
Go.
Quintuple timeout. Oh my god.
Go in your room. Go.
That's like another 36,900.
Go in your room. Go.
7. Septuple timeout. Okay.
Go in your room.
Okay, boys. Yeah, Mikoz said that I lost control of my mouse, so you're
Go
lucky.
in your room.
To,
Go.
Alright, it's early game, so I have time to do this. So, NGT got timed out.
Go in your room.
Half got timed out.
Go.
Latof got timed out. Just bits for a timeout, yeah. Gifted subs. Fuck yeah, bro. Thank you very much.
Go in your room.
And our Revel's getting timed off. For fuck's sake.
Go.
So Beta is owed another 900 in timeouts. Right. Alright, thank you very much for the gift to Subberg and gifting one to Turbo as well. The guy deserves it. So Mikoz on top right here. Luke is gonna pressure up onto top left and try and stop Mikoz from building a refinery there. Cheeky little drone does go down pretty easily, but the Rocketeers might just clean out the rest of the sentry guns. Flat cannon is gonna be there as well. Got burgered.
Go in your room. Go.
And not bedtime Subberg. Okay. What a way to time out Berg, huh? Just give us some subs. Hey, there's Stevo. Yeah, bits are kind of a ripoff. So AFC out for Lukey here. He has to spend it onto his bottom right. Top left does get defended. There they are. And Luke looking to do the same thing as he did onto 400 bits. Thank you, Stevo. Oh shit.
Go.
Timing up bad. I have to do this quick. Luckily I can type fast. So Luke looking to do the same thing as he did onto Mikoz on Tiburon. Absolutely just keeping him pinned in his own base. He hasn't spent it onto his top right there, Mikoz. Double war for Luke. Oh, Mikoz engaging into a group of GIs there. Hello, motherfucker, what's up? Shut up, Chien. You're not new. Yeah, Luke definitely has a game plan here.
Go in your room.
He wants to keep
Go.
wants to keep Mikoz in his own base. So that he doesn't have any room to expand. He's gonna push out to the top left though. Target that miner. Mikoz is gonna use this opportunity to push down towards the middle.
Go.
Let's repair down towards the middle there, towards the right side, sorry. And the miner does go down on top left. Mikoz, is he gonna get this opportunity to push down towards the middle? Looks like Luke does get back in time, but does get droned in the making. Even more drones on the way. Oh, another drone going down. Jesus. Triple war for Mikoz. Triple war for Luke. Everyone's getting timed out, that's why. No one's left. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it is a pretty good allied map for Luke. Just why I think he picked it.
Go in your room.
Oh my god. Do you want me to actually work now? Poor Sander. Keep having to time out, people. Yeah, fuck you, Miri. So a lab probably coming soon now for Luke. Top left is still untouched. We got quadruple war now. Quadruple war for Mr. Mikoz. And he's moving some CV towards the top left inside the map. Good map control towards the middle as well. So I don't fall asleep. Yeah, true. Good map control for Mikoz towards the middle. He has the opportunity to move down towards the middle if he needs to get some good eco down for those gems. But a spy is on the way now for Mr. Luke. Mirages are out with that lab. He's splitting down towards the bottom right here, Mikoz, to get rid of that oil and that refinery. And off goes the spy. The spy definitely gonna go for that war factory. Well, there Mikoz sees it. Oh, Luke! Getting a little bit carried away and building has been infiltrated. Tanya is on the board as well. Oof. Oh, no. When the spy happens... Goodman, take a rush or follow. No, you're lot. When a spy happens, you need to spam the chat with building infiltrated. Can't just say oof. You need to say building infiltrated. Besides, that's a split down towards the bottom as well from Mikoz. After getting rid of that one oil, he goes with the other oil to get rid of the other one. Thank you, Goodman. I appreciate that. So we got a quintuplet of wars here for Mikoz. He is going to be facing some really strong veteran grizzlies in a moment here. The spies so far have been the absolutely best thing to happen to Luke. Have been working so well, and now he splits out to the right side to snipe a miner. One miner gets sniped. There you go, just about. That's moving on to the left side. More grizzlies coming in, and now that Tanya is on the way too. Jai should be deployed here. But look at this engagement on the left side. Luke looking to get the tail end of the rhinos instead of moving in towards the middle. And he is gonna take that situation where he wants to be chased. Or is chasing. MTV goes down. Reinforcements coming in now for Luke. That's the bomb gets deployed, but good bait there from Luke not to take it. Split off, Luke, split. And there you go, he finally splits to take care of the right and bottom left hand side. Never mind, he goes back in and a Deso bomb, another one. Pretty huge here. Luke wants to save his war factories. The miners are getting sniped down towards the bottom. He commits everything down towards that bottom right to get rid of those rhinos, but the other rhinos onto the left side snipes yet another miner. And an elite coming out now from Luke. For Mikoz, sorry. Luke should be able to defend this. He has more than enough to defend this. And he absolutely does defend this. Very, very nicely. Bottom right, Mikoz does survive with a couple of units, but the Tanya around the back snipes the MCV and the barracks from Mikoz. So now Mikoz doesn't have an MCV, Luke doesn't have an MCV. He's selling some buildings. And now the game is on, boys. No problem, Revo. Take care, man. The game is absolutely on here for Luke. On one life remaining. Mikoz now pulling in the miners as well. Oh, but Luke going on to gold. You don't want to go on to gold because the gold slows you down. That makes you a little bit more vulnerable to getting attacked. Eco-wise, Luke doing okay. Mikoz totally broke here, obviously, because he pulled in the miners. And now the miners are a lot long distance mining on one singular refinery. Rocketeers run the back, takes out one war factory, takes out two war factories. The second to last penultimate war factory is gonna get hit. Penultimate war factory goes down. The Rocketeers gonna get the flag, but the flag goes down as well. The final war factory is gonna be remaining here from Mikoz. And up against a group of veteran grizzlies. This is over for Mikoz. He is on survival mode. It is currently over from Mikoz, but can he pull it out the bag? Will Luke choke? Or will Luke throw the game here for Mikoz? That one last war factory is all that stands between Luke and victory, putting Mikoz down to 1 life each. He's gonna go for the miners on that left side. The main force is pushing in, chasing. Those are available for defense as well. Mikoz also has the option to pull in the miners as fodder. But he's gonna use this opportunity here, Luke, to split off onto that top right side and get rid of the rest of the buildings. Meanwhile, back in his main base, Mikoz chasing Luke all the way back to his main base. This is the perfect opportunity for for Luke, sorry, to take the trade. Looks like he is gonna go and take the trade. Bear in mind, there's still top left. There is still top left for Mikoz. The trade might not go Luke's way. The trade will definitely not go Luke's way. There's still top right as well. Oh no, Luke. Oh no, Luke. Luke gets defeated. Oh, and he takes a bad trade. The 2 reps in each corner didn't even reach that. Mikoz completely takes the trade and knocks Luke out with 1 life left, down to 0. What a throw from Luke. What a game from Mikoz. GG.